Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here for round 3 of the GT3 World Endurance Series, Series 3. So it's all the threes today. And we are racing around St. Croix. And we're in for a full-filled race ahead of us. 90 minutes this endurance race is. And they have to use all 4 compounds in the race. That will be the racing hards, the racing mediums, the racing softs, and the racing super softs. It's all about strategy in this season. And we've had 2 seasons before this in the Hyundai Genesis for Korean's best. In the 2nd season, we ran the Toyota GR Supra not FT1 Group 3 for Best of Japan, and now we're here in the 3rd series with the Best of German Engineering, and that's the Porsche 911 RSR. These were all chosen through a bunch of polls that were held in Discord. This championship has heavy damage, so they can really destroy their cars if they're not careful, if they're a bit loose with them. And like I said, they've got to use all 4 tyre types. They qualify on the racing hard tyre, so they go into the race starting on racing hards. And we've had a cracking little championship so far. The tyre wear is set at 5, and the fuel depletion is set at 4. And oh, there comes Joe, because hopefully we'll see him this week, because apparently he was racing last week, but we could not see him. He had his stealth mode on, so we did not see that. Greets, as we're leading up to qualifying, I mean 10-2 is qualifying time, but I think they were late opening the lobby, so we'll have a quick Scooby-Doo at the table. Right then. Are you sitting comfortably? Then let me begin. Racer Brown is at the top of said table after 2 rounds on 39 points. Guesty is in 2nd, trailing him only by 2 points. He's on 37 points. Homesick Alien's win pulsed him right up the table from 5th to 3rd, and Homesick Alien now sitting 3rd place with 32 points. It's close at the top, ladies and gents. Supermanny 4th on 29 points, with Bunny in 5th on 26 points. Skyjacker 6th on 22 points. Jim is 7th on 17 points. Barry Twins 8th on 17 points. So Jim and Barry have got some rivalry on the way out there with the Porsches. Ensign Newitt is 9th on 14 points. Joker's 10th on 12 points. Cthulhu is 11th on 10 points. Digital Blasphemy 12th on 9 points. Pat is 13th on 8 points. Rido 14th on 5 points. And it says URL Max, but I think that's Majid. Is 15th on 4 points. So that's the table so far. It's quite taut all the way up and down. Everyone's got something to race for this evening, and the message has gone out for if we are ready, and I shall let him. I still haven't moved that wire in front of the time, so I'm going to do that now, because I remember that from last week being something I moaned about. So we can't see any Ys, and well, Pat's gone K, but there's no Skyjacker. He's on 007 duty this week. He's gone undercover in Ireland. I'm guessing it's something to do with Brexit. Maybe he's got to assassinate someone, and we can get this the problem sorted out with whatever we cause to ourselves. And so no Skyjacker, I know that much. I miss him already. He usually says hello in the chat. He's obviously not bothering in the hotel room to watch. Thanks, Guy. We do have a sponsor. Let me have a look. We've have a sponsor, main sponsor for most of these races. And today's sponsor, brought to you from the company Schmieg Heed, is the Ball Dusters. Ball Dusters. So, here we go. If you have the problem with your balls, you know, it's important that they stay dry as best as possible. You do not want soggy balls, clammy balls, or any kind of grimy balls. And Schmid Heap have brought you the ball duster. So at any time, any place, you can whip out your little microfiber cloth and give your balls a good rubbing. Because, you know, if you're playing football, rugby, tennis, pool, snooker, basketball, ping pong ball, I mean, there's many balls out there that need rubbing, and a ball duster is for you. If in any case you find that your balls are feeling quite leathery, you know, and they're a bit sort of crimpled up, they've got a chamois for that, and that is the Sham Balls. And if you get yourself a Sham Balls and a ball duster all in one go, they will throw in a free ball bag. So get yourselves a ball bag today for free. Check out suckmyballs.gov.net.org.wiz. Okay, check out that sponsor, it's important. Here we go, we're going into qualifying now. As we wait for the guys warming up here at Sequoia in their rock hard tyres. Rock on Jimmy. And there they go, all streaming out onto the track, getting those laps in early doors. Why are we sat behind cars? Oh, is that a camera choice? Not by me. So, here we go, the runners and the riders. We've got Cthulhu out there in his Red Bull, liveried Porsche. On his outlap right now, Rido in the Gold Boss, bossing it. Barry Twins, we know he's on equal points with Jim, so he's going to be looking to try and finish ahead of the Jim. Pat in the chat says, hello. Why hello? Pat, order your ball duster today. And if you grab yourself a Shamballs, you can have a ball bag. So, Barry Twins, he's got scores to settle. Scores to settle, mate. Racer Brown, we saw him nearly take the win last round out. But he came in, and it's still a mystery to me on why he came in. I don't know if he just wanted to have a crack at the fastest lap, because guessed he was currently holding the fastest lap at the time, but it brought him out, I think, in 4th place, and he just couldn't get any headway on the guys ahead of him. And yeah, he kind of lost a win where Homesick Alien gained it after getting some early damage in the race. It just goes to show it's worth sticking in there, because Homesick Alien picked up damage, and we do have heavy damage running at this race. So it's yeah, they've got to pit, or it's going to cost them time. Although Homesick Alien didn't, he drove with the damage. Excuse me, for the whole stint. So hats off to that man, and then took the win in his Golf Porsche, which I believe is a Pat design. A design brought to you from Pat. Racer Brown in the laser green Porsche, just about to start a flying lap. We'll get on board. Oh god, that's not what I would call on board. That's more like it. So on board with the championship leader, the first car on track, the first car trying to do his first flying lap around here at St. Croix, ahead of the 90-minute endurance race, where we must see all drivers use all the racing compound tyres. What a spectacle we had last round out. And St. Croix, track not used too heavily, but does pop up from now and again. And I must say, I am a fan. I am a fan of this track. I know the pretend tracks don't usually grab people, but this one, that barrier there, watch out for that in the race, that takes prisoners. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this track. I think it's good fun. I think it's nice how it slopes up and down. I like tracks that have ups and downs. It gives them character instead of all these flat things that they're coming up with nowadays. Let's get them cars unsturdy in the corners. Let's get them imbalanced. That's what it's about. It's fighting the machine, not only winning the race, but fighting the machine. So we are quite the way through now. We've gone through another sector. I think this is a 4-sector track. It's a long one. That's what she said. And in the chat then we have... I'm sorry, I won't have to get my glasses. Where you dog nation of those? Did you hear the Velcro? That's so right. So 5 with my glasses. Brand new they are. I've never needed them before. I got old very quickly. Lesnar saying all the best, Super Manny. Come on, Super Manny, you can do it. You're 4th in the championship, and you're a damn fast South African. So let's see you light this one up. Blaze it up, Super Manny. We want to see it go. But at the moment, on board with Racer Brown, who's going to post us our first time of the session. And he is good for a 2:10.7, taking pole instantly. Home scaling a 2:11.2, Kurtula a 2:11.4, Super Money a 2:11.1. So Super Money going second fastest after that first run. No, Guesty's just popped one in there. So far we have Racer Brown fastest, Guesty second fastest by 2/10. He's 2/10 down, sorry, on Racer Brown. Super Manny third fastest, 2/10 short of Guesty, or 2.5 Homesick Alien fourth fastest, winner from last round, but he's gone 5th because Bunny has put it on pole. Bunny has been threatening in this series all season. I'm not sure he can see Bazza out there. He's taking no prisoners. Digital Blasphemy has crossed the line, setting the time. So Bunny is our provisional pole sitter, shall we say. Then we have Racer Brown in second. Guesty third fastest so far, but he's getting purples. Do we dare stay with him or carry on through the grid? He's purple, he's up on Bunny's time. It's a short stint to the next sector, so we'll just hang around, see how they've got to just get as close to that barrier as possible. Then they're downhill, car's uncertain, clips the barrier into this corner. Has it cost him any time as he tries to race to the sector line? He should be there, shouldn't he? Where is it? Here? And he's still up 2/10. He's lost no time. Are any of the other guys going any faster? We do not know. Racer Brown could be going faster out there as we speak. Racer Brown will have a quick Scooby as he comes up to the sector time. He's 3/10 up, so Guesty, he's up. He's up, but he's down on Racer Brown, who seems to be going faster at the moment as he comes up to the final corner. And I do want to have a look through. We've only got 3.5 more minutes left of qualifying, so let's see Racer Brown cut the line to take fastest, we assume. There he goes, ahead of Bunny by nearly half a second. Homesick Alien, wow, very close time there to Racer Brown. This is taut. Then we have Bunny. No, Guesty's just popped up ahead of Bunny and a 10th behind. Wow, look at that, 1.5 tenths between the top 3. Bunny in 4th. He's coming up towards the line though. Has he gone any faster on his second run? He does not, but only just missing it. Then we've got Rido, 5th fastest so far. Then we've got Super Manny down in 6th. Katula, 7th. He's on an outlap at the moment. Barry Twins, 8th. Digital Blasphemy in 9th. Jokus, hey, we can see him, is a 10th. Then Pat, 11th fastest. Ensign Newitt is a 12th fastest. And Majid, struggling with that car, is 13th fastest. Only a second off of Ensign Newitt though. He's, I'm sure, gonna find a bit more time in that bad boy. But Racer Brown is your pole sitter. Homesick Alien, winner from last round out. He's getting himself, I'd say he's probably just about getting a little toe from Racer Brown, which must be helping him out. He's up on the fastest time. And this will be very interesting. And it looks like Mama Homesick has joined us in the chat saying evening thingy. Tried to read it, it's too small. Evening thingy, hope you're all good. I am, thank you very much for asking. I've got a brew in front of me, and a cold drink that I've just poured all over the table. So that's awesome. I dropped my can. Can I have some toilet kitchen roll? So I missed home 6 sectors while I'm sitting on the throne doing nothing. That's why I want you to run around after me. So Homesick Alien goes faster, but Oh, 0.003 of a second. Thank you. No, I just want some tissue to wipe up a Red Bull. I just poured all over the table. So Homesick Alien did go faster, but not fast enough. And this is possibly their last run now. Last run. And he's purple again. I don't mean to hog it on Homesick Alien. I'm just too busy cleaning up the table. That's going to be sticky, isn't it? So, a quick run through as we're on the last part. All of these crossing the line get to do another lap. So, Bunny is on pole. We didn't see that. When did that happen? Well done, Bunny. I didn't even spot it. Great stuff. Bunny is fastest of all. I was mopping up Red Bull, that's why. Racer Brown second on the grid so far. Homesick Alien third. Guesty fourth. They're all on their final runs. Super Manny fifth. Rido is sixth at the moment. Catula is seventh. Digital Blasphemy eighth. Barry Twins in ninth. 10th for Ensign Hewitt. 11th for Jokers. Pat 12th and Majid 13th so far. Only 3/10 off of Pat. And it's Racer Brown who's going to cross the line first, I believe. He's some way off. Are we anywhere near a sector? Homesick Alien looks like he's going slow. Homesick Alien. Oh, he's picked up some damage. He's sent it too hard. And he didn't post it. So Bunny, he's sitting on pole at the moment. Racer Brown, he's up. Oh, he's up a good amount as well. Good, healthy amount. And after 10 minutes, of full burn, they've used up over half a tank of fuel. That might be interesting come the race. Fuel might play a key here at St. Croix. Quite long straight. So Racer Brown goes fastest of all. Super Manny coming up towards the line. Can he do any better than fifth? He does not. I think that's Majid. No, it was Guesty. Guesty did go faster, but stays third behind Bunny. Bunny, he's coming around that final corner now. And can he just get himself ahead of Racer Brown? It's only a 10th and some small change. Here he comes towards the line. Oh, he cannot do it. Who's running then? There's Homesick. We saw him going slow though. Superman is done. Rido's done in 6th. Catula's done in 7th. Digital Blasphemy. Can he better his time? Some people have. Majid and Catula both bettering themselves. 7th for Catula. Digital Blasphemy does not go any faster. Barry Twins finishes at 9th. Majid bumps himself up to 10th after being at the plumb last for a majority of that, so he's found the pace there in the end. Ensign Hewitt still on a run in 11th, and is he going to go faster? He does not go faster than he has set. Jokers is 12th. Pat is in 13th, and they are your runners and your riders as we look forward to 90 minutes of pure racing here at St. Croix. Okay then, let's get rid of the big numbers. Is there a better view? That's about as good as it's going to get. Where are all the big numbers? There we go. And there they go, they're off. It's a good start from Guesty, but he's had to swing out, and he's lost a bit of ground to Bunny, who's got a great run on Racer Brown at the moment as they head to the first corner. It's 90 minutes of racing, but Racer Brown's on the inside. 90 minutes, you can't win it all, but Rido's trying to win it all in the first corner, and he was leaning on Guesty pretty heavy there. Guesty managing just to stay on the inside of the track, but he's lost position now. Rido in third, Catula is fourth, Barry Twins fifth. Some of the guys further back has really come through here. Super Manny, I can't see Homesick Alien. Super Manny is fifth. He's fighting his way back through. Joker's sixth. Guesty's right down in 7th. And that's where he had that fight with Rido, putting him nearly off the track. Homesick Alien might have got mixed up in it as well. In 8th, there's Pat in 9th, and Majid sideways. Majid is sideways. Digital Blasphemy all up in Pat's business, and Ensign Hewitt looks like he went off. No, he didn't. He stayed on. It's Barry Twins that got caught up with Majid, who was sideways. There's action up and down the field as we see Barry Twins trying to take that position back down the straight. Bunny's leading. Bunny got the lead Did he get the lead though? He's only just there. He must have got a tow coming down over the bridge, and now they're side by side as they go down the hill, but Bunny's on the inside, and Racer Brown concedes the corner, and Bunny now leading in the fast lane conveyors liveried Porsche. What a great drive so far from the Monster. Then we have Racer Brown in second, Rido doing a great job there in third spot at the moment, with Catula following him through. In fourth, Super Manny is under fire from Jokers. Jokers has come through. Jokers now getting up ahead of Super Manny. Super Manny having problems down there. In sixth place, the car does look like it's sliding around, but Jokers has had enough. Jokers went a bit wide there. Jokers must have gone wide. He's lost position to Super Manny and Guesty to Jokers, and now he's got Homesick Alien staring down his barrel. And behind them, there's a little battle with Pat Digital Blasphemy. And it looks like a Barry Twins. No, it's Ensign Hewitt as Homesick Alien tries to go the long way against the Polish driver, but there's nothing giving. Oh, he's staying in there though, just staying away from the barrier. And this is cracking stuff between Jokers, and there they go, they're all towing each other down the straight. They're going to be three wide. It's all action up front, I'm sure, but this in the mid-pack is absolutely delightful. Pat trying to send it up the inside of Homesick Alien, and he manages it somehow, some way, and so does Digital Blasphemy. Finds a way through, and Homesick Alien loses out altogether there after trying to make a move on Jokers. Will stick there as they go under braking against Digi. Side by side through the corner, action packed down here in the mid pack. Crazy stuff. Racer Brown's back in the lead. Oh my lord, it looks like Bunny may have made a mistake. He's fallen back a little bit, and Rido's right in the tail of that. Rido having a look up the inside of his father dear, don't get in my way, he says, come on. And Catula in the shout as well. This is some stunning stuff as Racer Brown trying to break the toe. Bunny sitting there just in the plush place, and oh, Catula having the look up the inside of Rido. Guesty now up into fifth ahead of Super Manny in sixth. Joker seventh. Digital Blasphemy is in eighth place. No, Digi has just got himself past Joker, so Digi now is up into seventh, and oh, a little barrier knock for Rido, giving Catula a gift of all gifts. Is it his birthday? Well, it might be. And he says thank you very much to the Reedster as he moves himself up into a podium position. Racer Brown and Bunny still at it out there in the lead. This is absolutely cracking stuff. Bunny trying to go the long way around Racer Brown. Can he make it work? That's looking very good, but he does not. So in answer to your question, my question, super stuff so far out there with Bunny and Racer Brown attacking each other. Skyjacker in the chat saying good evening, you beautiful man, good to miss this one. It's looking like an absolute clash of titans out there for this race. There is Racer Brown leading from Bunny, but it's tucked up right behind him. Then we have Catula, who is no slouch, sitting right behind them in third. Rido up and out of his depth in fourth, but he's fighting his own. He's holding his own up against these boys. And then he's got Guesty, who was supremely fast, we saw in qualifying, coming at him from behind. Super Manny is in sixth place. Looked like he had a bit of a shaky start, but he's come through. Digital Blasphemy ahead of Ensign Hewitt, Barry Twins, then Homesick Alien. What a race has been happening down here. Jokers has fallen right back. Homesick Alien's managed to get himself back ahead of Pat, but I think Barry Twins was behind the pair of them, and now he's up there battling with Ensign Hewitt. Super stuff. Oh, Homesick Alien sideways over the curb. Did he save it? He did just about, but Pat's ready to leap on Homesick Alien as Superman is sixth, pulling away from Digi, and it's Barry Twins has got himself ahead of Ensign Hewitt. Barry Twins on the move. He knows he has to pick up those points whilst Jim is away on his hollybobs, because he just needs the points. They do drop their worst scoring round, so while Jim's not around, Barry will be trying to get optimum points out of this race. But Ensign Hewitt's giving him a run for his money, but Ensign Hewitt a little nudge on that barrier with Homesick Alien. He's got to be fuel saving, surely. It's no better fuel than the guys ahead of him. It's just a shaky start from the Alien. Jokas in 11th with Majid in 12th, and Pat, oh, he was there in the battle. Pat's broken every part of his car. The middle bit he hasn't broken, but yes, Pat Pat with a huge amount of damage on his car. Majid, he's got a bit of damage on his car. I don't know if those two had it coming together, possibly. I said that last week, and it turned out they did not. It was Ensign Hewitt and Pat, I said last week. Ensign's dropped. No, Ensign, where is... I thought someone was closer to homesick than that, but Ensign Hewitt now, 7/10 adrift of the Baz, who's caught up lovely with Digital Blasphemy. Digital Blasphemy, exclusively a GT7 boy nowadays, has rebelled, defected, and come to GT Sport. Just have a little race with us, guys, because he loves us that much. And yeah, he's having to get used to the handling, the different physics from the different game. Racer Brown, oh my lord, sorry. Look at that. Racer Brown and Bunny again in it. And Bunny's just managed to get the move done and up into the lead of this race. But Racer Brown's having a look down his inside. There is nothing doing. And these two are battling it out with Catula out wide there on the grass. Is that going to give Rido that position back? And Guesty is there as well. Guesty having a very close look at the situation ahead of him. 4 cars in a row, all waiting to be overtaken in Guesty's mind. Bunny is leading now. We're onto the bridge. Get in that toe. Get in that toe. Get that accelerator down. Smash it up. Bunny's trying to break the toe. They're all following him. It's like a snake slithering through the grass. And then into the heavy braking zone to turn left uphill, really unbalancing the car, and Rido's back end going away from him, and Guesty managing to just slip it up the inside. And now that's a position gain for Guesty, or is it? Because Rido's sticking it in there. Guesty giving him plenty of space, making it very difficult. Bunny swinging around up the front there again, trying to break that toe. Guesty still not quite got the position moved on, and Rido having a look back at Guesty, but Guesty now up into 4th, but Rido's having to think about it. He's got a toe, he's going up the inside. Can he do it under braking? This is going to be something else from Rido. He does, but Rido's gone wide. Has he not? Oh, where's Rido? My gosh. And this is up and down the field. It could be any one of them. It's just I've picked on Guesty and Rido. They're all at it. What a fantastic track. So Bunny just ahead of Racer Brown, who's giving it big balls. He needs a ball duster after this race. And then Catula in 3rd. Very close behind those guys. It could all come down to strategy. At the moment, Bunny's on half a tank of fuel, trying to break the toe. Did someone go in the pits? Rido and Guesty both going in to get the hards. We saw that work really well for Guesty last week, being on those softer tyres. Oh no, Guesty went really long. I can't remember. Someone went in and got a good jump on the softer tyres early doors. So Bunny then leads from Racer Brown. We saw Racer Brown having a look. Maybe Racer Brown. Oh, Catula's just arrived on the scene. And the top 3 are absolutely neck and neck. Supermanny now moves up to 4th with the pit stoppers ahead of him. Digital Blasphemy in 5th ahead of Barry Twins, and Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien has got himself ahead of Ensign Hewitt, and he's there having a nip at the Belgians. And chocolate goodies? I don't know. Guesty coming out of the pits on the medium tyres ahead of Rido just behind him, also on the medium tyres, both topping right up. Jokas in 11th, he's pitted and put on some medium tyres. So has Majid, and Pat also, he had to go and fix it, didn't he? So he's out and on to some racing softs. Where do we watch? What do we watch? It's all cracking stuff out there, with Bunny leading from Racer Brown. And if Bunny can pull off this win, that'll be a different winner each race so far. Homesick Alien says he can't see Bunny. That's a shame. Skyjacker, oh, he's already said that. And Pat saying bridge wall. Oh, it was the bridge wall. Oh, yes. I told you, it takes no prisoners, that wall. I'm trying to have a sip of my brew, but there's so much happening. So Bunny leads from Racer Brown. And Racer Brown again on the attack. And I don't think these guys, he's doing it around the outside, bold as brass. And dumb as. No, I didn't mean that. It's just a saying, isn't it? Bold as brass, dumb as fig leaves. So Racer Brown through and up. big balls. And he's going in. He knows those guys went in. Cotula follows him in. It's all about the strategy. Half a tank of fuel, brand new. Well, the Racing Hard's not even bedded in properly yet. And these guys are all jumping in to get rid of those Racing Hard tyres. And that promotes Super Manny up into second and Digital Blasphemy up into third. But Barry Twins is having a look. Barry Twins going to try and be late on the brakes into the corner. Is it a disaster? No, it's not. Digital Blasphemy holds ground, stays ahead and keeps his head as Barry Twins follows the exhaust fumes of that Porsche ahead of him. Guesty up into fifth now after his pit stop with others pitting around him. Cotula's back out ahead of Rido and Racer Brown. Racer Brown's behind Rido. This is shocking. Wow, how did Cotula get ahead? Cotula on the soft tyres, pitted behind Racer Brown, comes out ahead of him with Rido in between the two of them. And Racer Brown, post-race, post-mortem, in his debrief, he's going to ask his team, what happened there in the pit stop, guys? We cannot drop time like that. This series is tight. It's not, you know, the driver can't do it all. And the pit crew have got to pull it together, because he's lost positions there from a pit stop, and he's not done anything different than anyone else. They've all filled up. So Bunny out there in the lead, 4 seconds ahead of Super Manny. And I think we saw Bunny and Super Manny going long, trying to cut down the pit stops last time. Is that the plan again? Digital Blasphemy, he usually likes to make fuel last and look after his tyres, so he might be out there for the long run. Bazza, we know, likes to go for long runs as well. So the top 4, they might be out there for a while yet. We're 13 minutes nearly into this race, and Digi looked like it was just a spike lag, but he's lost position, so that's a costly spike lag he had there, with Bazza third, Digital Blasphemy in fourth. He's looking like he's going to have a piece of the Bazza. He's only just lost that position, and he's looking to get it back already. Guesty there in fifth. He's 9 seconds behind these guys on faster tyres. Ooh, Digi having a little rub with the wall just to see how solid it is. He's chasing down the Baz. So we're doing what? The leaders were doing 2:11s. Guesty's done a 2:09 just on medium tyres alone. So Bunny at the moment doing 2:11s. Guesty some 2 seconds faster. Cotula 2:10. Rido 2:12. Racer Brown 2:13. Stuck behind Rido, cannot get by him. Homesick Alien, he's been in. That surprises me. So Homesick Alien, he's been in, put some medium tyres on. He usually likes to go long. And he's only 9 seconds behind someone who was fighting for the lead of this race, so it's not all done. That's the beauty of the GT3 World Endurance Series. It's a long race, anything can happen. Ensign Newitt there in 10th spot. He's put a set of softs on, he's burning up some rubber now, putting down those lap times. Jokus in 11th. He pitted and put some medium tyres on. He's done his fastest so far in the race. He's got a good 9 seconds from the Danish driver Majid, who's also on the mediums, going faster than he's gone before. And Pat out there on the softs. He set himself a lovely 2:10.7. Wow. So Bunny is down to a quarter of a tank of fuel on his Racing Hards with 15-minute mark. So we're saying 5 minutes. It works out about half a tank of fuel with 10 minutes, wasn't it, in qualifying. So he's looking to pit, we're saying what, about 20 minutes? At the 20-minute mark. And Super Manny, similar fuel, 3 seconds adrift, not too far behind. Super Manny doing some nice lap times at the moment at 2:11.2. He went a little bit over that curb coming around that final corner, but it's not costing too much. Consistent 2:11s as Bunny is also, but he's later 11s, 11.5, 11.7, with Super Manny in the lower 11s, 11.2 and 11.2. That's Mr. Consistent. Bazza, he's doing a 2:12 last 2 times around. Digital Blasphemy closing the gap on the Baz. All 4 of these yet to pit stop. Cotula ahead of Guesty. Wow. He wasn't, was he? Guessed he was. Oh, he's on the soft tyres, though. I'm not sure. I think Catula has got himself by Guesty there somewhere. Guesty did 2:10.9 last time around. Catula a 2:09.7, which is very close to the fastest lap. 2 thousandths off of fastest lap. Catula again getting purples as he tows the Guesty around, and Catula is looking very racy this race. Has got that set of softs out the way early though. We'll have to use a set of mediums that Guesty's on at the moment. Racer Brown opted for Rido. Oh, Rido's picked a bit of damage up. That's not going to help him. And yeah, you can see the dent in the front of that Pouchet. We'll see if he can drive with it. He's doing okay at the moment. Home Segalian has closed up a little bit. He was 9 seconds behind Racer Brown. Racer Brown obviously getting by Rido, but Rido keeping that pace with Racer Brown. Racer Brown not pulling away from Rido, who's got a bit of a damaged car. So Rido is absolutely flying today, and he's having a cracking race. Home Segalian, could it not be his track? Could his tactics be totally different? But he doesn't seem to be making much impact, although 33 seconds behind Bunny. What was their pit stops? Ooh, it looks like the pit stops are only like 20 seconds. That can't be true. Really? Well, you may as well take a shed load of pit stops, shouldn't you? Just keep putting the softs on every 2 or 3 laps. So yeah, it's 22 seconds. 23 seconds, probably a pit stop here. Wow, that's a short pit stop, isn't it? So the long runners, I don't think they're going to be saving too much from doing the long run if they're trying to save a pit stop, because the pit stop isn't very long at all. And yeah, they can be in and out in a flash. But Bunny yet to pit as Racer Brown in 7th ahead of Rido. Can't pull away from Rido. Home Segalian not closing up too much. He can see him just in the distance. And he's pulling away from Ensign Newark, 3.9 seconds behind him. He's gone half a second faster than he's gone in this race, so that is the way. Bunny then leading by 2 seconds. Super Manny really closing up on Bunny. Is Bunny trying to eat the fuel out? He's been in those late 11s for the last few laps, where Super Manny has been doing 11.2s. Look at that. Wow, super consistent there from Super Manny. And it is all gravy out there for Super Manny, who's really closed in on the leader of this race. Barry Twins in third. He's pulling away from Digi. Well, no, it's about 4 tenths. It's been about 4 tenths between these two all the way. 11.7 from Barry, who's had a little rub with the barrier, and that has got to have given Digital Blasphemy the opportunity to close in on the Belgium. But the Belge is sticking it out there. Bazza the Belge is doing the biz. Bazza the Belge doing the biz. There we can see Digital Blasphemy getting a slight toe as we hit the 19.5-minute mark of this 90-minute race. There's such a long way to go, and already the strategies are varied and wide, I've got to say. Catula now, fastest man on track. Catula in 5th place. He's only 3.5 seconds behind this battle. These two are in the 11s. 11.7 from the Baz and 11.7 from, oh no, 11.4 from Digi. Bunster, the Bunny, is into the pits. Fast lane pit crew getting themselves ready, and Super Manny following him in as well. So there is Bunny getting to the blocks, and there's his team in the Puma gear getting him ready to go back out. And Digital Blasphemy stays out, so the Baz comes in as well. And Digital Blasphemy staying out of Digital Blasphemy, amazing. Still just under a quarter of a tank of fuel. He is going along, baby. But he's got Catula catching him up at a rate of noughts. Digital Blasphemy in the mid-11s. Catula smashing out those mid-9s. Guesty in the 10s, who is racing a medium tyre. Racer Brown, he's in a 209.2 on a race on the same tyre as Guesty, but Guesty, he might be pacing that fuel a little bit. He might not be pushing those tyres to their maximum. Oh, it's beautiful to watch Guesty drive. He's at the back end, just has this little step out on him. He loves a loosey car, does the Guesty. He just hangs that car out, and you think it's going to go, but it just does not. It's fantastic stuff. So Guesty driving third at the moment, but well, no, Catula is going to be the man who takes the lead over when Digital Blasphemy decides to make his pit stop. Rido then carrying on with that damage and has lost half the time. Bunny's out the pits behind Homesick Alien. Oh, Homesick Alien and Bunny can't see each other. So Homesick Alien will not be aware that he's got the Bunster right behind him. And Bunny on medium tyres, Homesick Alien on medium tyres. But I think we might see these two merge at some point. Super Manny out the pits in 8th place with Ensign Hewitt in 9th. Going faster than he's gone before. Barry out of the pits in 10th. His race with Digital Blasphemy. He'll be wanting to put some hot laps in. He'll be wanting to get some hot laps in before Digi's pit stop to get the jump on him. Jokus in 11th. And he's getting through those medium tyres now, down to a quarter of a tank of fuel, so he'll be getting ready for his second stop soon. Majid, he's carrying a bit of damage, but he hasn't lost as much as Pat. Pat's got damage as well. Pat, you got to stay away from them barriers, my friend. You got to use the brakes more. Sorry, I was going to say the left foot more, but you're a control user. And then I just thought, I don't know what button configuration you've got. Got to use them thumbs more. So Catula leading. Catula's leading. Digital Blasphemy's. Oh, Digital Blasphemy backing off, trying to get to the pits maybe. The fuel a little tight possibly. Who knows, but Catula is a force to be reckoned with today. He is absolutely flying. He is on the racing soft tyre. He's nearly down to a quarter of a tank of fuel with Guesty. Also down to a quarter of a tank of fuel. 209.7 from Guesty last time around. Racer Brown getting ever closer. 209.0 from Racer Brown. Rido. Oh, Homesick. Oh, Rido's going very slow then. Rido going very slow. Or it looked like he was going slow with Homesick Alien and Bunny coming through. And Super Manny also getting a move done on poor old Rido. He obviously can't fight with that damage because he was giving as good as he got earlier in the race. And now we've got Homesick Alien standing ground ahead of Bunny, and this is ruining things for Bunny. And it's helping Super Manny out, isn't it? No end. Super Manny closing in on these two ahead of him. We're at the 24-minute mark. Digital Blasphemy still not into the pits. One of the only guys out there, I believe, who has not pitted yet. And Digital Blasphemy has got to be applauded for how long he got that fuel to last. And he's still going. So they're ahead from Super Manny's view. You can see Bunny and Homesick Alien 5th and 6th. And who are they to gain on? No one really. There's no one ahead. There's only Digital Blasphemy who's going to make a pit stop, and there he goes. He's into the pits now. Is Digital Blasphemy, and it's down to Bazza. Has Bazza done enough? In 10th place on those medium tyres at 2:11.1. He did last time around. Digi was going quite slow in that final lap as Barry gets to the final corner. This is the battle between the long runners, and Bazza, it looks like he's ahead of the Dig, who's just fueling up now, and Bazza is through and up into 9th place, and he looks like he's got himself a bit of a lead, but his fuel will run out a lot sooner than Digital Blasphemy's. And what tyre did the Digi go on? Medium tyre for Digital Blasphemy, and Catula leads by 4 seconds from Guesty, but Guesty will be allowed to use the racing soft. I mean, he's opted to put the mediums on, as has a Racer Brown. Catula opting for the faster tyre, possibly to get track position, but then he will have to go onto the medium tyre, where Guesty and Racer Brown have got the soft and the super soft to choose from. Homesick Alien in that little... Ooh, Super Manny. Oh, Super Manny's managed to get past the Bunster. That's very odd. So Super Manny closed up to the back of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien, he's had a quiet race, but Was it not last week when he had a quiet race and somehow won, got the win? With everyone's fuels not quite making it to the end and having to do splashes and dashes, Homesagalian got it a bob on, and now he's being harried by Super Manny. Super Manny going for the move, Super Manny on the super softs, and he's up the inside of Homesagalian. He's holding it there, a little touch just to say hello. Homesagalian staying on the inside, coming back at Super Manny, but Bunny's trying to get through as well, although we don't think Homesagalian and Bunny can see each other. And there they go, look at them merging into one mighty Porsche, melding. Don't forget about our... oh yeah, that looks cool. Don't forget about our sponsor from the Schmieghead company, Ball Dusters. If you ever get clammy balls, they smell like that sour smell, they're a bit sweaty, or they're just, you know, not feeling too fresh, give them a good rub over with a ball duster, a microfiber cloth specially made for your balls. Good for any sport balls that are out there. Ping pong balls, tennis balls, snooker balls, basketballs, footballs, any kind of ball, they will get them gleaming. So today, give your balls a treat, ball duster. And the special promo going on at Schmieghead at the moment is if you buy a ball duster, packet of ball dusters, and you buy the chamois that really do, if your balls are a bit leathery, a bit wrinkly, give them a good sham up with the sham balls. And if you buy those two together, Schmieghead will put in a free ball bag. Get your ball bag today. Super Manny then is up into 4th place. Bunny chasing him down with Homesagalian down in 6th place. What's happening up in the lead, I hear you say? Although I don't want to break away. Looks like Bunny's on a roll. Super Manny having to protect his position. He's on them super softs. Bunny's going a different line. Oh my words. Oh, Super Manny going super defensive, losing a lot of ground in that corner. Super Bunny on Super Manny and Super Homesagalian behind him. It's Super. So Super Manny holding 4th place ahead of Bunny. Catula's in. Catula is into the pits. Catula is into the pits. Is that fuel based? It is. It is. Guesty follows him in as well. Guesty and Racer Brown, all the top 3. Super Manny on half a tank. Homesagalian. Oh, he's on dribbles. He's on dribbles as he battles with Bunny, who's quite good on tank. Good on the tank of fuel, sorry. So Super Manny is leading this race so far, and what a titanic battle we have had so far. It's been off the hook in the chat. We've got Lesnar saying, go Super Manny. Super Manny might be in for a win today. I don't like to make prophecies because they never come true. Bunny is 2nd ahead of Homesagalian. Unfortunately, those two, I believe, cannot see each other, and that is why we're seeing the super merge, the melge of the Porsches, and it looks lovely. And Homesagalian's fuel now flashing, and let's have a look back then. So Catula came out of the pits in 4th place ahead of the Bazza. The Bazza, who's going long. And we saw he got a great jump on Digi. Guesty's come out behind Barry Twins and a Racer Brown behind Guesty. They both pitted at the same time. There is Digital Blasphemy in 8th place. Rido in 9th. He's been in and fixed that damage, put a set of softs on. Means business now. Ensign Hewitt in 10th place. Only 2.3 seconds behind Rido, also on the super softs. So the gloves are off there between Rido and Ensign Hewitt. Boss versus Guinness. Let's see. Bring it on, our kid. Jokus is in 11th place. And he's recently pitted for a set of soft tyres. It's 21 seconds behind Ensign Hewitt, I'm afraid. 11 seconds ahead of Majid, who is sitting in 12th, and Pat on a set of super softs, just doing a bit of a test now He was in the pits for a long time, 3 minutes 54 seconds. To say it's a short pit stop here, that does seem a little long. So Supermanny is leading. Bunny is right on his tail though. Supermanny using a bit more fuel. There goes Homesick Alien into the pits. So that'll give Catula back third place. Barry Twins. Oh, Barry Twins is doing a super job on this strategy. Look, it's sliding around the corner, show off. And Bazza on fire at the moment. There's Racer Brown and Guesty. Racer Brown is ahead of Guesty. That is surprising. He came out of the pits behind Guesty. Guesty obviously has made a mistake somewhere along the way. Homesick Alien falls behind Digital Blasphemy in those pits. Can Ensign Newitt get ahead? I don't think he can. So Homesick Alien back out of the pits. Some 6-7 seconds behind Digital Blasphemy, who moves up into 7th. Guesty and Racer Brown on their way to back to the top. Racer Brown's put the super softs on, and Guesty has put the softs on. So that might be how Racer Brown managed to get by. I think we saw Homesick Alien put on the softs there as he chases Digital Blasphemy down, who's on the mediums. He's doing 2:11.9 last time around. Homesick Alien should be doing mid 209s, we guess. Racer Brown's managed a 209.0. Is that on the super softs? It's got to be. No. That was on the tyre before. Was that the medium tyre? That is respectable, to say the least. So, Pat's having a chat with us, even though he's driving around. He's getting sidetracked. This is why you hit walls, Pat. Engine damaged after sliding into a wall at the fast chicane. Before bridge, then lane cars passed to be lapped. Oh, Pat, you shouldn't listen to this. This might be a big distraction. Use headphones. Just listen to the engine. Zone in. Zone in. Supermanny then out there in the lead, a 209.3 last time around. He's going faster this time. He's pulling away from Bunny. Bunny's picked up damage. Bunny's picked up damage. Can he live with that? Oh my God. Oh my word. So Bunny picking up damage at the front of his car. Supermanny pulling away. And this is a turn-up. What will Bunny do? He's still got half a tank of fuel. Is he going to live with that damage? He did a 209.6 his last time around. Wow, that was a 2:13.5. Maybe the incident is in that lap and it's not a true representation of what he can do with that damage. My gosh, this race is up and down. Catula, 12 seconds behind him on the racing mediums. We said he went onto the softs early and would be vulnerable on the mediums, and he's looking okay with Bunny with that damage ahead of him, but he does have a Racer Brown, and Racer Brown's got past Bazza. That's how fast Racer Brown is at the moment, a 2:07.7. Racer Brown is going into another realm. Baseballs. Did I say baseballs? They can also be ball dusted. Ball dusting? Yeah. So, I just thought of another ball, that was all. I was trying to think of as many balls as I possibly could. There goes the brew. So, 35 minutes coming up to in this race. Racer Brown in 4th, ahead of Bazza, who is in 5th. Guesty 6th, Digital Blasphemy in 7th, Homesick Alien in 8th place, 9th for Ensign Newitt, but Ensign Newitt's under threat from Rido. Rido coming alive, 210.3 for Rido, Ensign Newitt at 210.5. These two, we said these two were going to have themselves a beautiful little battle, and it looks like this is that battle. So let's hang around. And Rido, we saw great guns early on in the race. He was running 4th. And doing an absolute super job up against his peers. And now we saw he had a bit of damage, dropped down a little bit, and he's running 9th at the moment with Ensign Newitt just behind him, looking to want to get by. But Rido seems to just about have the pace on young Ensign Newitt at the moment. Bunny is into the pits. It's not about fuel, it's about that damage. What was it? 2:13, he didn't even give it a chance to come round. He must have been able to tell from his sectors. But Supermanny leading the race now. Is this a gift for Supermanny, or is Cthulhu still a threat? Racer Brown closing in on Cthulhu. Racer Brown still with a set of racing softs available to him. Catula will have a set of super softs, I believe, available to him. And Bazza, he's only on his second set. He's got the softs and the super softs still to use. Guesty has got the super softs left. Digital Blasphemy is only on his second set, so he's got the softs and the super softs yet to choose in this race. Homesick Alien is only got the super softs left to choose from, and then it's free choice after that. It's not like they've run out of tyres. Then they can put whatever tyres on they want, and we've seen it's not a major length pit stop, although when they do fill up it's 30 seconds, 30-second pit stop. So Super Manny in 32 seconds ahead of 7th place there. This is interesting stuff. Super Manny's fuel tank is starting to flash as he makes his way around. And Turtle in the chat saying good evening. Hello my little ninja friend. Hero or ninja, because in the UK we weren't allowed ninja. It was too aggressive for our children. I was one of those children. So we had, I think it was, what are they, mutant ninja superhero turtles or something, where we had mutant hero super turtles or something. I can't remember, so long ago. I remember we weren't allowed ninja, too aggressive for us UK snowflakes at the time. So there goes Super Manny into the pits. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Yeah, it was Hero Turtles. Teenage Mutant Turtle, you brought the sex bot with you. What's that say about you, Turtle? They're following you around. And let's see if they're as vulgar as they usually are. Tinder's overpriced. SHI. Try us. 18 plus. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't want to push that on you. I'd try Tinder first, because I'm sure Tinder won't want your credit card, whereas the bot will. Racer Brown's leading this race. He got himself ahead of Catula. I don't know, I got sidetracked chatting rubbish and talking about Super Manny going in the pits. Super Manny out of the pits behind Homesick Alien. We said that, 32 seconds ahead of the Alien. He's pitted and he's out ahead of Bunny though, way ahead of Bunny. Bunny, that damage has cost him a great deal, and Super Manny now giving Homesick Alien what for. And a Homesick Alien, I imagine, he's fighting that car today at St. Croix. Racer Brown then leads from Catula in second, with the Baz, who hasn't pitted yet for his third set of tyres, is in third place. Still got good fuel on, and Guesty right up his jacksie, wanting to get by because he's losing time on Racer Brown, and Catula ahead of him. Excuse me. Digital Blasphemy, Bazza and Digi doing these long runs. I mean, Super Manny and Bunny were, but they've sort of shortened this second run a little bit. I think Bunny's was through damage, and Super Manny just didn't want to get Bunny undercutting him, I'm sure. So Digital Blasphemy in fifth. Second ahead of Homesick Alien, who's had to get a move on because he's got Super Manny right up his jacksie. And there is a Super Manny having a very close look at the Aliens go. Oh, is he through? Oh, there he is. I was going to say, I was expecting to see the back of a Porsche, and Digital Blasphemy looked too far away, but there he is. Homesick Alien. We're looking at the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. Homesick Alien pitted a couple of laps ago. Super Manny pitted the last lap around, and Digi, he's been out there for what, good 10 laps or something? No, maybe not 10 laps, 5 laps, 6 laps. Well, he's not looking to make a pit stop soon. And they're all closing up. There goes Bazza. Bazza's into the pits. Digi staying out, and Digi up into 4th. Bunny moves ahead. Oh, yellow flag. What is that coming out of the pit lane? Oh, maybe it's a back marker's just sort of stopped to let everyone through. It's Pat, sorry. Pat, I believe. Phew, I was wondering what the yellow flag was for, but I think it's Pat leaving the pit lane. Racer Brown then leads 1 second from Cthulhu. This is a close call from these two. Cthulhu doing great pace with those medium tyres, keeping up with Racer Brown. Racer Brown doing 209s on his older super softs, and Cthulhu managing to stay with him on those medium tyres. Guesty now up to third, freed up with Bazza making his pit stop, and Guesty, he's lost a bit of time on the guys ahead of him, and he's going to be trying to make that up. Digital Blasphemy still there in fourth place, not pitting yet. He's still got plenty of fuel to go and a lot of meat on his tyres, and I think Digital Blasphemy's strategy may work for him here, with the Homesick Alien closing in on in fifth, and he's got Super Manny pushing him, who's also in with a shout for a win today. It's going to be tight, but I think all the time Racer Brown unimpeded out there in the front gets to pull away. I think it helps his cause against your Super Mannies and your Bunnies. They're already 13 seconds behind Racer Brown, and Digital Blasphemy's coming into play now as Homesick Alien and Super Manny get by. Super Manny out wide, but he keeps hold of it. Oh, it's tight between Super Manny and Digital Blasphemy, but Super Manny in the end maintains it, holds on to a fifth place. Digital Blasphemy looking after his tyres, looking after his car, and looking after that fuel. Probably knows his race is not with these two today, or it might be come the end of the race, but right now at this point in the race, his race is not with those. It's Bazza he's got to worry about, and Bazza's already been in. Digi having a little knock with the wall, and there's Bunny trying to catch up. Oh, sorry. And Barry's there, Barry twin. So Digital Blasphemy's only a second and a half ahead of the Bunny. Bunny's 21 seconds ahead of Baz. So Baz, I don't think Digital Blasphemy's got a pit stop in him. He's going to be behind Barry again. And Super Manny and Homesick Alien having a glorious, beautiful battle here. Let's get back on board. Ooh, that's not on board, is it? That's not what I'd call on board. Hang on. Back on board with Super Manny, the Super South African, as he goes for the move on the inside. Homesick Alien's there. They're both cruising. Whoa, whoa! Not looking pretty. That was a little messy there. From I've got to say, the Alien, it looked quite aggressive, and I'm sure Super Manny will be thinking easy. But, I mean, we're only looking from one point of view. Maybe Homesick Alien. It didn't look like either had control of the car, to tell you the truth. It looked like they were both sliding through there. Homesick Alien rubbing with the barrier. And Super Manny getting extremely close. Is he going to have a little look again into the corner? Homesick Alien planting that car in the middle of the road. Homesick Alien just trying to make it as difficult for Super Manny as he possibly can, and it brings him back into the race again. And Super Manny around the outside, he's tried that before, it does not work on the Alien, and he's going to have to find another way. It looked like he had a good run of him earlier, but Homesick Alien got his elbows out and said, "You shall not pass." And these two, a glorious battle here for fourth and fifth at the moment, but all this battling between the two of them isn't helping. And there goes Super Manny again up the inside, takes no chances, and he's trying to break the toe of the Alien. The Alien's not bothered about the toe. He comes over anyway because he sees the two cars behind him grabbing that toe, and he doesn't want them to get a jump on him. And here we go, Super Manny then up into fourth on Homesick and Cthulhu. Oh, Cthulhu's lost the position to Guesty. Guesty, we said he was flying, he had to make some ground up, and he has caught up Cthulhu, who's on the medium tyres, and it looks like he's starting to lose a bit of pace in those tyres as Guesty makes his way up into second, only 3 seconds behind Racer Brown, who his lap times are dropping now. Those super softs not as fast as they were. He did a 2:10.9 last time around. Guesty a 2:09.5. He's still getting a lot of life out of his racing soft tyres. Cthulhu on those racing mediums, staying with Guesty though. Tight as Super Manny. We saw him having an absolute beautiful battle with Homesick Alien. There is Bunny. Digital Blasphemy still yet to make his pit stop, and he's racing Bazza today, and Bazza is looking good to get that position from Digital Blasphemy. Bunny closing in on Alien, but Bunny can't see Alien. It looked like Alien made a bit of a mistake in that corner there. His car looked a little slidey, and that's let Bunny close right up. Homesick Alien's tyres is about the same. Well, Supermanny's and Bunny's tyres are newer than Homesick Alien's, but Homesick Alien has looked after them well. So Racer Brown leads this race from Guesty, Catula in third. We have had battles all the way up and down. It's been absolutely fantastic. Homesick Alien and Bunny again, they cannot see each other, I'm afraid. So we'll see some car merging, and I love a bit of car merging. Turtle saying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles in a half shell. They love Dutch boys, mate. And Turtle saying, good to see proper racing. Love the battles on the circuit. And Lesnar saying, yeah, Supermanny. Yeah, he did a great move against Homesick Aliens. Superb stuff. Superb racing. And there we go. Digi has made his pit stop. So has Catula. So Racer Brown. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Racer Brown, another 2:11.9. Those tyres must be cooked because Guesty's taken a big chunk out. Guesty is on the attack, but Guesty's off the track. Oh no, he's gone all wrong. He's gone all wrong. Oh, Guesty, I apologise. In my excitement, I've ruined your race. And Supermanny there, 10 seconds behind in third, half a tank of fuel. And Guesty, what's he going to do? Is he going to carry on with that damage? Oh, he got within a second of Racer Brown. It looked like Racer Brown losing time. Guesty pushing on an old set of tyres, lost control of the Porsche, and now he's got damage. And Supermanny's halved that. It was 10 seconds, now it's 5 seconds. He's bringing Bunny and Homesick Alien along for the party, and that is not what Guesty needs right now. Oh man, I got so excited. I think I made Guesty nervous. He fell off the track. I don't know. Hopefully Guesty can't hear me. He's not listening. But oh wow, that was so cool. Coming back, he was like 5 seconds behind Racer Brown earlier on, and then he was down to like 8/10. He was so excited. So Racer Brown, he's coming close to a pit stop now, and so's Guesty, so that's not too bad, picking up a bit of damage there. And if he can still stay in the 210s and 211s, it won't lose too much time from Racer Brown. Supermanny though, that's not enough fuel to get to the end of this race, and this is the question. No, it's not even these guys. They're getting about 20 minutes. We've seen the best Digital Blasphemy getting about 24 minutes out of a tank of fuel. There goes Racer Brown to go for his final mandatory compound, but it's not going to be his final pit stop. Guesty following him in. These two should swap tyres now. They should be Racer Brown on the softs and Guesty on the super softs. That will be very interesting. So Supermanny takes over the lead of this race, and who's going to win, eh? I don't think well, they can pit. He'll be pitting at about 30 minutes left in the race, which isn't enough. It's not enough. Should he change his tactics? Should he try and come in now and try and pit at the same time as Racer Brown and Guesty? Although the moment's gone, they have pitted. But if you pit now, I don't know. I don't know what's best for him. If he stays, it will be a short pit stop. I mean, he's going to pit in around about just under 10 minutes. We're saying about 20 minutes a fuel tank. It means he's going to have to make a half a fuel tank stop before the end of the race. Whereas Racer Brown and Guesty, so yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's I love this series because trying to work out the tactics is impossible. What works best? I do not know. In the chat, Ravin saying, "Go Supermanny, go!" Definitely, come on Supermanny, show them. They're all there watching you, man. Show them what you're made of. He's doing a super job at the moment out there. A 208.7 from Supermanny on an old set of racing softs. He's got Bunny, who's no slouch, chasing him down. It's going to be an almighty battle, and when it all shakes out, there's going to be Catulla. Homesick has put himself back well. Homesick's going to have to pit. Catulla on a fresh set of super softs, but look at Racer Brown on a set of softs, all up in Catulla's business, and Catulla looks like he's going to lose that spot from a determined Racer Brown. He's taking no prisoners. There is a Racer Brown. He means a business, and he wants a win. He lost a win last round out, and I think he's looking to get himself some redemption for that. Homesick Alien into the pits. 38 minutes left of racing, and that means he's going to have to make another stop. On top of that, he'll be putting the super softs on, which I think are the ones available to him. And Catulla, Racer Brown, Bazza, don't forget, he's still out there and he's doing great. Those tyres fresh, bruv. Big loss for Guesty. With that damage before, he would have had to fix that damage in the pits. He does get ahead of Homesick Alien, but I think that's put him behind Bazza as that damage. Now he's 6 seconds behind Barry Twins, chasing him down. In the chat, Ravind again, South Africa. Oh, hey, sorry. Pat saying 45 minutes and a bit will do me. Something just wasn't working for me tonight. Feels like I've taken a massive step back since GT7. Ravin saying best wishes for all in South Africa. Yes, best wishes to all our South African friends, our brothers out there. We're having some hot weather here at the moment, so, you know, whoo, best time to get your ball dusters out and take that clamminess away. So Super Manny leads the way from Bunny in second, Racer Brown in third, Cthulhu in fourth, Barry Twins in fifth, Guesty is sixth, Digital Blasphemy is seventh, Homesick Alien is eighth. Oh, he's just pitted, that's why. He's behind Digi. Ensign Ewart, sorry, we haven't seen much of these guys of late. Him and Rido are having an absolute corker of a battle. And Ensign Ewart now 9th. 10th is Rido. He's on the super soft tyre. He's faster than Ensign Ewart. Similar fuel. It's going to be... Ooh, Rido hanging that Porsche right out. Bunny's into the pits. Bunny, that is early, is it not? No, he needs the pits. Superman, he'll be needing them soon. And that promotes Cthulhu back ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown must have made a small mistake on this lap. Cthulhu back up and moves into second place with Bunny's pit stop. Racer Brown in third, looking to get that position back. It wasn't a mega slow lap, so Cthulhu must have just done a super lap and got the move done early doors on Racer Brown. Cthulhu on those super soft tyres and Racer Brown on the softs, and it's neck and neck going into this corner, but Cthulhu's got the inside and Cthulhu takes the corner. It's a cracker. So Cthulhu and Racer Brown battling for second and third. We've got 35 minutes left of racing here for round 3 of the GT3 World Endurance Series, and we are at Saint Croix. Lovely little French track, and it's been a cracker. Muddy in the chat saying evening. All right, me old muckers. There goes Racer Brown for a move on Cthulhu. There's a little bit of contact. Cthulhu's going wide. I think Racer Brown's had to lift on that one. And Cthulhu stays ahead. And that helps Bazza out. Bazza closing in. Bazza there in fourth. And he's a little less fuel than these guys. Not Cthulhu so much. Superman, he's going to have to come in at the end of this lap. He's racing Bunny, who's 3.7 seconds out on the super softs. Behind Guesty, who's 4 seconds behind Bazza. It was 6 seconds, so Guesty's gained a couple of seconds on the Baz. But the Baz is doing super well out there. Cthulhu then is behind Racer Brown now. And Racer Brown has got that move done. Who is going to win this race? There's still another pit stop after this one to do, I believe. As Super Manny makes his way to the pits. And Racer Brown, Cthulhu. Bazza only 2 seconds behind those guys. This is a super race for the Baz. He'll want to save that replay and watch it in his underpants, I believe, would be the best viewing for that one. And just checking out the chat stream. So Pat saying not far off the right time for a stop by my calculations, about 9 laps of fuel stint, about 20 minutes, so 38 minutes isn't far off. One more stop to go. There you go, Paddy. Pat's on board with my 20-minute theory. Excuse me. Bit of dust in the windpipe. We just wash that dust away with a nice top brand energy drink. They don't sponsor us, so we won't get mentioned. Oh yeah, it gives you wings. So Racer Brown there, out there in the lead, superb stuff. Pulling away from El Cthulhu, Fernando. 1.5 seconds. So Racer Brown stretching his legs, tyres quite fresh. Bazza in with a shout of a podium here today, but he's got some competition from Guesty, from Bunny. Super Manny has ended up behind Bunster. Super Manny's had to go to the medium tyre. Was that one of his options? Possibly. Maybe he hadn't used the medium tyre, so he saved his medium tyre. He's got Homesick Alien behind him by 2.2 seconds on a set of super softs. So Super Manny, he's going to have his hands full. I cannot believe Bunny has managed to jump Super Manny there. He's put the super softs on. He was about 4 seconds behind him on the pits. Oh, it was about 2 seconds longer. Was Super Manny's pit stop. Possibly put more fuel in to stationary for longer than Bunny. And that has given Bunny an opportunity, but those super softs will go off. Well, I don't think we're really seeing struggles with the tyre wear here. It's more about the fuel. 2:08 from Bunny. And Super Manny, well, it was an outlap anyway, so we can't tell. Homesick Alien in 7th, closing that gap to Super Manny. Digital Blasphemy in 8th, just pitted. But yeah, I don't think he's going to stretch that tank out. So there's going to be a few splashes and dashes before the end of this race. Ensign Newitt. Oh, he's picked up a bit of damage there. That'll be good news to Rido, who's chasing him down there in 10th. Rido's picked up a bit of damage as well. So Ensign Newitt and Rido in the same boat at the moment, doing the same lap times. And there's 12 seconds dividing them. Majid is the man to watch then. Majid, with the two cars struggling ahead of him. If he can get string some nice lap times together, he might catch those guys up. Jokus is 31 seconds behind Majid. Don't know what happened to Jokus. Oh, he's got damage as well. So everyone picking up damage, and we can all guess what wall that damage is coming from. On that front left-hand side of the car is exactly the same front left-hand that they go across the bridge. I'm trying to find a car that's just about to go over the bridge. I'll show you what wall it is. That wall right there we've just gone by. I'm thinking that's the one everyone's picking up the damage from. What is going on with this dust in my throat? I tell thee, it's not right. It's 60 minutes and that's it, I'm done. No, I'm joking, I can go all day. That's what she said. So, oh God, pressed the button. Nothing happened. Good. So Racer Brown is leading by 3.3 seconds. He's steadily pulling away. Bazza making a pit. Could that be his final pit? Oh, it's tight, Bazza. That's going to be tight as a duckling's crack. So Racer Brown then leads the way from Cthulhu in second. Guesty in third. Bunny in fourth. Well, ducks are watertight, so that's why it's tight as a duck's feather. Super Manny chasing down Bunny now. On those medium tyres, we're thinking Super Manny might be able to do a lovely long stint. Bunny's going to try and grab it as quickly and as fast as he possibly can. Oh, we've lost the parts. He was not enjoying. He's not been enjoying these Porsches, and I think he's not been enjoying GT Sport. Was the general gist I was getting off of the live chat stream. He said it's not been the same since GT7. So we may have lost another sim racer to GT7, but the lobbies just aren't stable to be able to run a juicy league. So we stick to sport because sport is stable, and these guys are having an absolute blast out there. Although Racer Brown now, in this final 30 minutes of the race, is really showing some class, El Classe, because he's flying out there at the moment. There's a yellow flag. Can we see? It could be Jokers. He does look like he's going a little slower for that part of the track. And Racer Brown is just coming upon him. So it looks like Jokas has had a moment out there. And we saw someone pitting further down as well, was it? Majid. Oh, Majid, we thought was trying to close in on the boys ahead of him, but he's had to make a pit stop. Is that his final pit of the day? Oh, I can't see it. 27 minutes. It's going to be tight if it is. Racer Brown then gets a lap on Jokus. 4.5 seconds ahead of Catula. Catula's tyres absolutely tearing themselves apart. Guesty happy about that. He's closing in. 2:09.3 last time around from Guesty. Catula 2:10.3, so over a second faster, or a second faster than Catula is Guesty. Don't forget, these guys are all going to have to make another pit before the end of this race. Bunny caught a bit of damage in the middle of that race. He's got a bit more fuel than the guys ahead of him. Just gives him more options is all. He can come in when they come in, or he can stay out. If he comes in when they come in, he'll make a shorter pit stop and close the gap a great deal, and that might be going through his head. Same as Super Manny. Shed loads of fuel there, but Super Manny, he might be trying to squeeze that fuel out to the end. I can't see it lasting to the end of my South African friend, and he's losing time to Homesick Alien, eyeing up that 5th place ahead of him after his win last week. The Gulf liveried Porsche on fine form. Bazza out of the pits, and can he make that tank last? He hasn't even filled it right up, so that's super confident for you. So Bazza, we'll see how he does. He's 22 seconds behind Homesick Alien, but the guys ahead of him might be pitting. He's only 40 seconds ahead of Racer Brown, but they will be only coming in for Splasho Dashers, 20-second pit stops at best. Ensenua in, and so is Rido. So is it Majid still in with a shout? They've both got a fixed damage, so their pits are going to be longer. Ensenua is out on track. Full tank, racing softs, 25 minutes to go. Can he get that tank to last all the way to the end? He's 48 seconds adrift of Digital Blasphemy, so I think Digital Blasphemy might be a tough call for him, but there is people going to pit. Don't forget, it could come back to him. He's 10 seconds ahead of Rido. Rido starting this race with great balls, but something, I think he got a bit of damage in the middle there. Fernando into the pits. So that 25 minutes, oh, I don't know. It's about 20 minutes at full bleeds, but if they turn their engines down, maybe they could squeeze that. We've seen Digital Blasphemy getting about 25. We saw Bazza getting about 25 minutes out of these cars. So Catula maybe, but Catula doesn't seem the type to me that likes to turn his engine down. So Racer Brown then 7.7 seconds ahead of Guesty. Remember when Guesty was less than a second behind Racer Brown and then threw it off, got some damage, and that is why we have a gap now. Bunny, what's going on? Bunny's closing in on Guesty. This is stunning stuff. He sneaked that one in, did Bunny, but Bunny on a different strategy to the guys ahead of him. He's not far behind them. Wow, Bunny, and he has been showing some absolute cracking speed. He was giving Racer Brown a lot to think about, and I think he might pit at the same time as those guys. but take a shorter pit stop and jump them in the pit lanes. Whoa, Bunny, keep it under control, my friend, because you know, there could be a possibility. Don't stay out. He'll stay out, but then that gives Racer Brown and Guesty an opportunity to get some good lap times in on fresher tyres. And I think if Bunny comes in, he'll be on the same fresh tyres, but he'll be standing still shorter than the two ahead of him, and I think he could jump them. But we'll see. We'll see when the pit stop starts. Racer Brown, less than a quarter of a tank of fuel on board. Guesty. And don't forget, they're only going to be half filling. I don't think they'll need to... Well, I don't know. They might do. There's 23 minutes left of the race. If they're going to pit again, be around the 20-minute mark, they'll have to fill up. Bunny closing in on Guesty like he really means it. So let's get on board with the Bunster. Superman-y, 8.3 seconds. Remember, he's on the medium tyres. He's in his own little battle, in all fairness, with Homesick Alien. So we should quickly check on that battle. There is Superman-y, Homesick Alien, 4 tenths behind him on the faster tyre, but they are going away from him. It's interesting stuff. Superman-y's fuel, just under half a tank of fuel, quarter of a tank for Homesick Alien. And this is, we've seen these two have a beautiful battle earlier on, and it looks like it's part 2 of the Superman-y and Homesick Alien show. Pat in the chat saying approximately 21 minutes for 10 laps, 23 for 11 laps. Will be tight, but maybe possible. Depends if they can make the fuel last. This is Pat. He was in the race. He pulled the car out. It wasn't happening for him on safety and health reasons. He decided to pull the car. It was only he was one barrier away from death, and now he's in the chat stream helping us out with strats and fuel, and we thank you, Pat, hugely. And here we see, oh, Superman-y kicking off a few sparks from that barrier. And the boys in the garage have got their work cut out between rounds. They're going to have to do a lot of panel beating, because all these boys have been leaning on these barriers all the way around this French track, which I have to say is becoming one of my favourites. And Homesick Alien getting a beautiful tow from Superman-y. Don't forget Superman-y on the medium tyres as well. Homesick Alien on the super softs, looking to get a move done on Superman-y. This is looking very strong, very nice indeed for the Alien, but Superman-y manages to hold on and stays ahead of Homesick Alien. And we're having a glorious battle here between these two as Racer Brown, Bunny's ahead of Guesty. Bunny caught Guesty up, and now he's ahead. Oh my word, Guesty's slinging it into the pits. Racer Brown stays out with a flashing fuel tank. Bunny and Jokers has stayed with him. Jokers is unlapping himself from Racer Brown. Racer Brown's having to ease off. Racer Brown's having to ease off to try and get that fuel around. He's going to lose a shed load of time out there. Bunny flying. Guesty's into the pits. Superman-y's up to 3rd. Homesick Alien is up to 4th. Guesty quickly trying to get that fuel tank, and he's screaming at his garage. There's Cthulhu, who pitted earlier, and we said it's going to be a push for him to get that fuel tank to the end, as we said about Bazza. And Bazza there, half a tank of fuel. Eek, with 20 minutes to go. Guesty's out on a full tank, racing soft tyres. Bunny's leading, where Racer Brown's had to ease right off. Now Bunny is in the lead of this race, and what is Bunny? I said he should pit at the same time, because I was expecting Racer Brown and Guesty to pit at the same time, but Racer Brown stayed out for some reason. I don't know if he's got the fuel. And Jokers has totally disappeared. Jokers was unlapping himself a second ago, but now they're back on it again, and this is all very confusing for me. Bunny, what a drive so far. Cracking stuff. Superman-y in with a shout. Quarter of a tank of fuel on those racing medium tyres. What's going to happen? Racer Brown's got to find a pit. He's using the tow of Bunny, but that will just be to save fuel. Guesty is behind the Baz on a set of racing softs. The Baz on super softs, half a tank of fuel, so his car is a lot lighter than Guesty. So Guesty, he might struggle to get past the Belgian. Cthulhu there, we saw racing soft tyres, 3/4 of a tank. Homesick Alien, he's flashing as well. He's dropped back from Super Manny. Oh, and Racer Brown's going for the lead, and nobody's going for the lead. It said Racer Brown, when I cut to it, was leading that race, but it must have just been mid-corner because Bunny came out the corner ahead. And the lead of the race after 1 hour and 11 minutes, and Bunny does go in. I said that, oh well, his fuel's flashing anyway. Super Manny, will he make the decision, or is he going to stay out there on the medium tyres? That's mad. He should come in. He should come in because he would have had to pit less time than these guys. But Super Manny stayed out there, and I'm not sure if that's the correct thing to do. These other guys are all going to be putting on softs or super soft tyres, and they're going to be pelting those times out. Cthulhu through and up into second place, but can he get that fuel to last him all the way till the end, as has Barry Twins? Guesty, does he make the jump? Does Guesty jump them all? He's jumped them all in the pits. Guesty's jumped them all. This is crazy stuff, crazy mad. So Guesty, with that one lap earlier pit stop, has jumped Bunny and Racer Brown. And, well, he was ahead of Homesick. So Super Manny is leading this race, but he's going to have to make a pit stop pretty soon. Cthulhu is marginal if he can get that car to the end of this race. Guesty possibly can get that car to the end of the race. He doesn't want to burn too much fuel racing Bazza. Bazza didn't top up on his last stop, so he must be confident he can get that tank all the way till the end. Either that or he had a bit of an itchy finger. Bunny there in 5th, just ahead of Racer Brown, and I can't call this race. There's Homesick Alien in 7th place, still with 32 seconds. That's a pit stop here from Super Manny. Super Manny could end up back behind Homesick Alien, as he did in the last round of pit stops. In the chat, Pat saying I'd successfully completed my testing of barrier stability. Turns out they're all pretty firm. Nice one, Pat. So what's going on? Super Manny's fuel is flashing. Cthulhu, half a tank of fuel with 17 minutes of racing left to go. We've done we've done my voice. We've done an hour and 13 minutes of racing here, and it's still up in the air on who can win this one and where it's going to go. Super Manny slings it into the pits. Will Cthulhu go in for a quick splash and dash? Oh my gosh, who knows? Or does he think he can get that fuel to go somewhere? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to have to give my nose a quick blow, so I'll mute it though. You don't want to hear that. Cthulhu carries on, and Cthulhu now in the lead of this race, but he's got Guesty and Bazza not too far behind. Oh, excuse me. Oof. So Cthulhu is leading. Guesty is in second, just ahead of the Baz. There's over 15 minutes to go. Baz is down to a quarter of a tank of fuel. Baz will need another pit stop before the end of this race. Racer Brown and Bunny going at it. Whoa, it's so much fun down that section of track. It's cracking, and Racer Brown really having. Oh, Racer Brown only just missing the barrier they've all come to love and know a lot. And there is Bazza giving Guesty a run for his money. It is so tight, and I still don't know what's happening. Where did Super Manny come out? Ahead of Homesick Alien. He got ahead of Homesick Alien. And behind a Bunny, who's really in a battle now with Racer Brown, which is good for Super Manny because they'll be slowing each other down whilst they race each other. They've done a 2:10, but that's out laps, so it's hard to say. They're both on the racing soft. Guesty is on the racing soft, chasing down Cthulhu, who may have to come in for a splash and dash. We're not sure. We're not sure, as is Bazza. Bazza might have to come in for a splash and dash. At the moment, he's looking at a lovely podium, but I don't think that fuel is going to last him 14 minutes of this race. But he's doing a beautiful job staying with Guesty. Catula then leading the way. Swans past the pit lane. Guesty as well in second. Bazza stays out. He's testing stuff out there. Racer Brown with Bunny in tow. They're 8 seconds ahead of Super Manny, who has got an alien. These two have an absolutely ball together on the track. And Homesick Alien going faster than he's gone before in this race. A 2:08.636. Super Manny a 2:10, but that was an outlap. So as soon as he gets his super softs kicked in, we'll see something special from Super Manny. May even catch up with Bunny and Racer Brown out there. Digital Blasphemy, he's topped up, ready to go all the way to the end in 8th place. Chasing down the alien, Ensign Hewitt. So Majid got himself ahead of Rido in the end. Oh, Rido. He's just freshly pitted. So we'll be going to the end. What's Majid's fuel like? He might not have enough fuel, so Majid might have to make another pit. And that will really help Rido out. But Ensign Hewitt, Majid and Rido and Jokus all in a bit of a battle, but Jokus lost a bit of time on those guys. He's got damage on his car, so Jokus not having the best round. Catula 4 seconds ahead of Guesty leading this race. Catula winning a couple of championships in the Virtual Racers Club. And he's doing a cracking job out there, but it's very questionable about fuel. We're down to 12.5 minutes of this 90-minute race. He's just above a quarter of a tank of fuel, holding ground with Guesty, who's down to nearly half a tank of fuel. It's scary. I think some of these tanks are going to be very tight come the end. Racer Brown seems to be able to pull away. Where's Bums? The Bumpster behind Bazza. Bazza's fuel now starting to flash. Catula did go in, so has the Baz. Oh my word, Guesty is leading this race from Racer Brown. Only a second in it though, and Racer Brown is picking up pace with a 2:07.527, the fastest we've seen in this race so far to this evening. And it is a cracker, it's corking stuff, I've got to say. I don't want to pull VRC's chain too much because they get big heads over there, but this is absolutely the pinnacle of sim racing, it has to be said. With the strategies, the driving, it is top draw, my friend, off the hook. Well done, VRC. Take it. So Guesty's leading by a second from Racer Brown. Bunny 2.5 seconds behind those two. Super Manny up into 4th now with Homesick Alien very close behind him in 5th. This is so tight. And then Catula out of the pits. Oh, I thought he was going to hit that wall then. On the super soft, 7 seconds behind Homesick Alien. He'll be doing some absolute blinding laps to catch up that train. Bazza out ahead of Digi. This is who he's been mainly fighting this evening. Ensign Hewitt is into the pits. And Majid 28 seconds behind, and this could be an opportunity. But I think Majid might have to pit before the end of the race. And is Rido in with a shout, one asks. So Ensign Hewitt into the pits, new tyres, get some fuel. Majid coming around to the final corner, but I think Majid might need fuel before the end of this race. 10 minutes to go. Guesty's leading from Racer Brown. There goes Majid into the pits as well. So Guesty 7/10 ahead of Racer Brown. Oh my jeez. What is gonna happen? Bunny is 3 seconds behind this battle. If Guesty makes his Porsche as wide as we know that he can make it, then that is gonna put Bunny, Super Manny, Homesick Alien right into play here. But it looks like Racer Brown has the pace on Guesty at this point. Car 86 and 85 going into battle. Guesty making it awkward for Racer Brown out there ahead of him. But there's some lovely long straights at this track. Plenty of opportunity to Racer Brown to make the move. Guesty's tyres 1 lap older, that is all. So it's even Stevens between these two. It's just Racer Brown is driving out of his skin at the moment, getting a tow over the bridge, and Guesty getting himself right over to the left to stop a Racer Brown, tucking his nose up the inside. He's going around the outside the long way. Oh, Guesty's back end stepped away from him, and Racer Brown in the end goes through, and now Guesty's got it all to do, but has he got the grip? We saw his tyres going away from him. He has a clip of the barrier. Bunny's there, 2 seconds behind him. It's not over yet with Super Manny 8 seconds adrift of Bunny and less than a second ahead of Homesick Alien. We've seen these two having an absolute cracker-lacquer of a race. Catula is in 6th place with the Baz in 7th. Digital Blasphemy 8th. Ensign Newer out the pits in 9th. Rido does get Majid through the pit stop, so Rido up into 10th. Majid in 11th. And Jokas is in 12th place. And Racer Brown leads this race with only just under 8 minutes to go. And can Guesty dig deep and find that pace? It's going to be soul destroying. We saw Guesty did get the fastest lap. Excuse me. Last round out. Oh dear, I just heard me cough on the stream. I do apologise. That caught me out though. I do try and cover the mic up and that. Wow, what a race we've had. I'm drained. Man alive, 7 minutes left of racing. Racer Brown leads from Guesty. Guesty was in the lead. We saw his back end. He was under immense pressure from Racer Brown, and just coming around the corner, trying to be defensive, taking a tighter line through the corner, possibly unstabled his Porsche. We saw the back end step out. He did an amazing job to catch it. I thought he was going to destination F asterisk KED, but he saved that bad boy, and he is closing in on the Racer Brown, so this is not over by a long shot at the moment, because Guesty still has some tigers in his tank that he wants to unleash against a Racer Brown. Bunny then trying his hardest to catch those two up ahead of him, but they're in a pace of their own, and Bunny looking good for a podium position. Super Manny has closed in on Bunny by about a second, but it's just not going to be enough come the end of this race. 6 minutes left of racing here at St. Croix for round 3 of the GT3 World Endurance Series, and it's been absolutely cracking. Don't forget about our main sponsor of today's race with the Ball Duster. Racer Brown then. Oh, he's pulled away. I thought Guesty was on the move, but seems to have lost a bit of time to Racer Brown, and now Racer Brown is bringing her on home for his second win this season. He won the first round, and it looks to be he's going to get the third race of the season under his belt. But look how close the top 3 were. Even top 4. Super Manny still in view. Oh my god. Too much talking. So Racer Brown leading from Guesty by 2.2 seconds, I think. Guesty looking after his tyres now, possibly more concerned about Bunny behind him than Racer Brown ahead of him. He's had a couple of heart-stopping moments, I guess. I think so. It's not worth the risk. He's got second place. He's second in the table on 37 points. He's got Homesick Alien behind him on 32, Super Manny on 29, and Bunny on 26. So maybe Guesty consolidating that position, because he does have a Bunny bearing down on him. in third place. Supermanny holding ground, pulling away a little bit from Homesick Alien, but not too much. The South African just missing out on a podium today. We've got 4 minutes left to do though, so let's not count anything out yet. Homesick Alien in 5th, Katula in 6th. He was looking good for a podium, but he just needed to get that extra pit stop near the end. Bazza played the long game today, and it's good for 7th. He was in a battle with Digi early in the race, them two both going long, and Bazza seems to have just gained on Digi in the end there. Ensign Ewart, a strong 9th spot for him, ahead of Rido in 10th, whom is ahead of Majid in 11th, and Jokus there in 12th. With a bit of damage. I think he's had that damage for a while though. So Racer Brown makes his way around. We've got 3 minutes left, and he really is Guesty in trouble here. 2.8 seconds from Bunny. It doesn't look like Bunny's managing to close in too much. Skyjacker in the chat saying, wow, this still going. Skyjacker says, we're just going to settle in to watch it back. No, we've still got 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 3 minutes, sorry, left to go. It's been a corker. Enjoy. You shouldn't watch this bit, just so you can still be surprised, because even 20 minutes ago we didn't know who was going to win this race. Racer Brown leads 3.8 seconds ahead of Guesty, 2.4 seconds ahead of Bunny, and it looked like Bunny was closing in on Guesty, but it looks like Guesty's just doing enough to keep that second place under in his control, and Bunny looking good to round out that top 3. Supermanny, best of the rest, he was in there with a shout. He's ended up 4th ahead of Homesick Alien in 5th, and Homesick Alien and Supermanny we saw having some glorious battles out there. Delicious. Cthulhu, I thought there was more coming from Cthulhu, but he did need to take that pit stop there to get to the end of the race. It's dropped him down into 6th, just ahead of the Bazza, who also had to grab himself a little bit of fuel. Digital Blasphemy too far behind to make an impression on Barry Twins, too far ahead of Ensign to be at risk. Ensign Ewart 9th ahead of Rido. Rido early doors was up there, wasn't he, in the podium position, fighting it out. It was an odd one. He's just had a lap put on him. Saw him pick up some damage, pull over to let some of the guys by, so he didn't get in the way, but I think it just cost him too much out there in the end. Now he's following the leader around as the leader begins his final lap here at St. Croix, and the fuel is flashing, but there should be more than enough there to take him to his second victory of the season. And Guesty in second place, great for the championship, loses nothing on Supermanny, Homesick or Bunny. So Guesty, did look like he was trying to race Racer Brown, but with a couple of little wiggles on his Porsche, probably thought better of it. His fuel does look a bit tight, but I think it's alright. Don't know, we've seen people go around with less fuel in. Bunny, he's got it within 2 seconds. It's always been about 2.5 seconds, so he is on a push on this final lap. And Supermanny in 4th has kept Homesick Alien at bay, so Supermanny doing a cracking job. Cthulhu, not enough fuel there to try and make a move on Homesick Alien in this final lap. He's 1.6 seconds behind possibly, and someone's just crossing the line. Is Digital Blasphemy, takes 8th place. Great drive from Digi, great drive for 8th spots. Ensign Ewart will be the next to cross the line for 9th. So comes towards another good drive for Ensign Ewart in the Guinness liveried Porsche. Ensign Ewart 9th in the table, 14 points. He's ahead of Jokers. Catula might jump him though, with a great finish from Catula. But there's Ensign finishing in 9th place. And a great drive from Ensign Hewitt. Racer Brown then brings it into the final corner. Absolutely no fuel on board. Time to perfection, that one. Still got drive. And there he goes to cross the line as the winner of race 3, round 3 of the GT3 World Endurance Championship. Guesty gets himself 2nd place. And Bunny, take a boo, my son, grabs 3rd. Supermanny in 4th. Great drive from Supermanny. Homesick Alien in 5th. Catula in 6th. He caught up the Homesick. One more lap, but Catula didn't have much fuel. And Bazza, a great drive there to 7th spot. Great tactic. Just a shame about that final pit stop. Gets 7th. Digital we saw in 8th. Ensign 9th. Rido grabs himself 10th ahead of Majid in 11th. And here comes Jokus for 12th place. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a beautiful race here at the Virtual Racers Club for round 3 of the VRC GT3 World Endurance Series. There he is, Racer Brown, enjoying the spoils of the win. That was amazing. So I'll take you to the race results, because you can on GT Sport. Just doesn't chuck you out into the shadow realm. And there you see, Racer Brown takes the win, but man alive, it could have been any one of that top 6. Catula was there, it just needed that splash and dash at the end. And Guesty was leading. Racer Brown managed to catch him up, forced a small mistake on Guesty and got the lead. Guesty coming home in 2nd. Bunny, solid drive, picked up a bit of damage in the middle there, and possibly he'll be thinking, if he didn't have that damage, how close could he have been? But in the end, a fine podium position from the Bunster. Supermanny, great drive, 4th. Homesick Alien, solid drive in 5th. Catula in 6th. Barry Twins in 7th. Digital Blasphemy in 8th. Ensign Hewitt grabs 9th. Rido in 10th. Majid in 11th. And Jokus finished 12th. Pat did not see the finish line. And Racer Brown got the fastest lap on lap 35 with a 2:07.527. Thank you guys for joining us here on this. If you were here for the live stream, big up yourselves. If you're watching at a later date, hello Skyjacker. And let's have some more dedication from you guys. Catch the live streams, that's what they're for. No, I'm joking. Digi is in the chat. Hang on, get my glasses for this. Get the chats out of the way before we wrap it right up. Excuse me. Digital Blasphemy said, could have had 5th if I didn't have an off that wrecked my strategy. Oh, that's a shame, Digi. It was looking good earlier on in the race. Ensign Hewitt saying, congratulations, Racer Brown. And Racer Brown saying, wow, what a race. Thank you, Thingy. My pleasure, as always, Mr. Brown, for you. And great win, mate. Great win. So, that's it until next Tuesday, I believe. So I don't know what to say to you about your racing needs. Cracking racing there. We have something special coming on the 24th of June, a charity event, one to look out for. It's going to be a big one, starting at 7 o'clock. Well, the race starts at 7, so the stream will be earlier. I'm going to have to leave work early. So, yes, the 24th of June, massive charity race coming up. We want you to get it. So don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any of that goodness. It's the little... hang on, let me have a look. So I know YouTube so well. Subscribed. Yeah, so it's something in red says subscribe. It's got a bell next to it if you want notifications. You can flick my bell. And don't forget to like the video, because I've got one of those things that you see on certain websites that vibrate, and you can use a remote control or a button to make them vibrate. I've got it linked up to the like button on these, so every time you like a video, somewhere about my person, I vibrate. So please like it, because I really do enjoy that. Don't forget about our main sponsor, the Ball Duster. We all need a ball duster in our life for all your clammy, sour-smelling, grimy ball needs. You need a ball duster to clean those balls. And it works on any sports ball out there. Ping pong balls, tennis balls, footballs, golf balls, American footballs, basketballs, cricket balls. Any of those balls, if you need a good, if they're a bit clammy, if they're a bit slimy, if they're a bit wet, you need a ball duster. It's a microfiber cloth, cleans those balls right up. And don't forget, the company has got a special promotion. So if you buy their chamois for your old leathery balls, if they're a bit wrinkly and they need a good sham, then don't forget to pick up your sham balls. And if you get the ball duster and the sham balls all together, then you will get a free ball bag. And everyone, what can you say if you need a free ball bag? So don't forget to go to suckmyballs.net.gov.org and pick up your ball duster today. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Haywood Jablomi. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. Join us again next Tuesday. If you go to our website, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, that will have all the updated tables as they come out. Or updated tables, we've got one league going on at the moment. But when that table is released, it'll be on there. And there's a button there, you can join our Discord community, which is always great fun. Right, one last look at the chat, and then I'm out of here, boys. So, here we go. Bazza. Belgian Baz says, good one. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. And I was your broadcaster, your commentator, Haywood Jablomi. Thank you from all of us at the Virtual Racers Club. Peace and love. Peace and love.